Good morning, everyone. My name is Anna, and this is Paige, and we're from Red Brick Health. And so here today, we are going to talk about a new partnership with Who's Well and Red Brick Health. And so we'll be walking over a few items today, just high-level overview of what the program is going to be about in 2019. But to start off, we're going to hand out some rewards charts. So this is applicable to you if you're an enrolled employee or spouse on the UVA health plan. Okay, so today we're going to be walking through what is wellness at the University of Virginia. Who is Red Brick Health? So who are we, what do we do, and why are we partnering with Who's Well? We're going to talk over some rewardable opportunities for those enrolled employees and spouses that are on the UVA health plan, and then some key tips for success. So wellness at the University of Virginia. So Who's Well is partnering with Red Brick Health this year. They're committed to providing you with tools that are going to make you healthier and to improve your and your family's health and well-being. So all employees covered by the UVA health plan have the opportunity to participate in this program, and you also have the ability to earn $500 in rewards beginning on January 15th, 2019. And so I'll walk you through some of those ways that you can earn rewards. And so who are we? Who is Red Brick Health? We are a company actually based out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. And our main goal and objective is to help other people be healthy. And so we take the whole person approach with our programs. And so we believe well-being is more than just about exercise or nutrition, but it's about meeting you where you're at right now. And so we believe in small steps towards larger goals. To help you improve your energy, we focus on financial health, reducing stress, and becoming the best version of yourself. And so, like I said, our goal is to help you build healthy habits over time. Nothing drastic, but just learning how to take those small steps in your everyday life. And so I wanted to share with you a success story that we actually put together. And it's really motivational.
All right, Beck, you want to go for a walk? Come on, Beck, let's go. Sometimes being successful in a journey requires a shift in perspective, looking at the world in a different way. For me, it was being shown a new way of looking at things from someone who was really invested in me being successful. I tried a bunch of different diets, fad diets, easy diets, low carbs, and I would be successful for a week or 2 weeks, and then I would just fall off and I would fail. For me, the wake-up moment, the clarity moment was when my doctor said, I'm gonna need to put you on some medication for your heart. Your blood pressure's getting too high, your weight is too high. I asked the doctor, is there an alternative? And the doctor said, well, you know, we have this Red Brick health coach, and let me set up an appointment with Julie and we'll see what we can figure out. So my first meeting with Julie, I came in with my list. Here's all the things that I'm gonna do. I wanna work out 5 days a week. I'm gonna change my diet radically. And Julie was awesome. She was like, hold up, whoa, slow down. Let's do one thing. What we wanna do is get up at 8 o'clock in the morning and start with a healthy breakfast. And that was all I did. And I was able to return to my next meeting with Julie and be successful. And that was different for me. I really did have a focus on myself as the guy that fails. I failed at diets, I failed at working out, and this has allowed me to change my focus. So after that first success, what I figured out was I could start building success. In addition to the coaching, I am loving the Red Brick online tools. The journeys are fantastic. With the Red Brick track, I'm able to connect to my Fitbit, and I'm more accountable. I love being accountable. And again, I can be successful. It's bricks in a wall. But the unforeseen bonus of that, the unforeseen benefit, my wife and I spent time having conversation as opposed to sitting and watching TV together. So we're both getting physically fit. So everything is coming together. I'm having more fun. I wake up in the morning excited. I'm happier, I have more energy, and my life is better. My family is better. So I've lost 18 pounds so far. I am 50 weeks away from my 50th birthday. I never would have guessed that I would have set a goal of losing 50 pounds in 50 weeks by my 50th birthday. But now I know 100% that I'm going to be successful. My name is Michael Wilcoxon, and this is my Red Brick Health story.
I love videos like that, though. Oh, yeah, probably did. So yeah, he's actually, he actually worked through the Red Brick Health programs, and that was a video that we created. Let's see.
How many are they? How many Red Brick people are there? I mean, and where do you live?
Like employees or Red Brick employees or clients? We have about 500 employees, and we're located in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Are you here, are you going to be here, or are you going to stay in, I mean, you're not going to be physically here?
Nope, I will not physically be here. Nope, but the regular Who's Well employees will be here at the University of Virginia, but we will help manage the account.
And also, just to jump in really quick,
Yeah.
we've hired an on-site wellness coordinator from Red Brick. So there will be somebody from Red Brick to help kind of bridge any kind of, gap, if you will, or communication between our team and their team. So they're the portal or the platform that's helping us do our program through Who's Well. So Who's Well is still very much here in the university, but we're going to have somebody on-site from their team to help with that communication and just making it seamless.
And Anna will be going through more of what the program really is and the offerings for the program, so it'll help you understand a little bit more.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to walk through the type of rewards that you can earn if you're enrolled on the UVA health plan. And so you have actually $500 on the table beginning on January 15th, 2019. You can earn those $500 by the end of November in 2019. So the first item that you can earn rewards for is our health assessment, and I'll kind of walk you through what that is in just a few moments. The second is the wellness check. So it's recording the details of your, your annual physical or your wellness check on the Red Brick site. And that is worth $200 this year. And then we also have Red Brick Journeys. And so Red Brick Journeys they're little modules that you can complete online. They're composed of a series of stages and then steps within those stages. Like I said before, we encourage people to take small steps towards larger goals. And so, we have journeys related to nutrition, to emotional health, to physical health. And so pretty much anything that you can think of that you would like to learn more about, you can find in our journeys. And I'll walk you through those as well. But they're $50 for each completion. And then we will also be offering challenges. So there will be 2 challenges this year, and they'll be $50 each for participating. And so I'll talk you through some of the details about that as well. Are there any questions on this? Okay. Yeah, yep.
Yep, so
Yep.
challenges in the physical and nutritional well-being bucket right there.
We broke it out. And so just a pop quiz. If anyone knows the answer, feel free to shout it out. But which of the following groups of people are eligible to earn $500 in rewards this year?
Did you say E?
Yes, so that is correct. Employees on the UVA health plan and spouses on the UVA health plan, they can earn $500.
We have those on the table too, so if you want one, you can just come grab them.
And so it's actually a total of $1,000 in rewards that you can earn if your spouse is also enrolled. And so I'm just going to kind of walk you through what the site looks like and what you might see when you go in. So each of you will have your own portal, is what we call it. And so all of the communications about this will come out closer to January, but this is just kind of a high-level overview of what you will see. So you will register for your own portal, and this will be the first page that you see. So you'll be able to agree to our terms of service and our privacy policy and honor code, and know that everything is kept private. And this is what the home page will look like. It will not look that dark, but what I wanted to point out here on the left-hand side, that is the left-hand navigation. And so that is kind of how you're gonna navigate through the site. So we have the home page, the topics page, the rewards page, which is where you're gonna be able to see your rewards, the health assessment, journeys. You'll have tobacco cessation coaching available to you, our track feature, and then some other Who's Well resources so that they're really easily, that you can easily find them. And so this is what the rewards page will look like for enrolled employees and spouses. And so this is also where you're going to be able to track your activity and see kind of where you're at in the year and how much you've earned and what you have available left to earn. I could not fit the entire screenshot on here, so underneath where do you stand, you would see other activities beneath that as well, if you've earned other activities or if there's other activities available to you. And so you're probably wondering, where does the $500 come from and how do you get the $500? And so what we call this is our real-time rewards gift cards. So whenever you earn your money, it will automatically be placed into this bank on the website. And you'll have the ability to earn and redeem your rewards through this page. So you'll have the opportunity to, let's say you wanted to redeem your gift card for Amazon. You would click into Amazon and you would see, they'd give you a code, and those would be the dollars that you can spend on Amazon. Same for Barnes & Noble, Best Buy, they're all printable. You can also use them online. And something that's really neat about Amazon and Target is that, if you have an account or if you have a Starbucks account, you can just add those dollars right into your account with the code. So it's a really...
Can you get $10 in Amazon?
Yep.
$5?
Yep.
Whatever you choose.
Whatever you choose. You can, yep, and I think Amazon, some of them have $5 minimums, but I think Amazon is the one gift card that you can spend as little as a cent. So,
Sorry to interrupt. Do you
yeah.
have a question? We're just having people.
Oh, yeah. So she asked if you can choose how much money you want to spend on each gift card, or if once you earn $150, if you have to spend it all on one. The answer is no. That is all completely up to you. Yep, you can print off. It'll give you like a little coupon, not a coupon code, but something that you can print off and bring to the store and they'll scan it, or you can just use a code online. And they never expire. Yes, that's really awesome.
So if we do this next year, we might be able to.
Yep. Yeah, so some people choose to, save up all the rewards and then spend them at Christmas. Some people like to spend them, as they go, so it's all up to you. And then you also have the option for donations. So you'll see Habitat for Humanity, American Cancer Society, and you can make donations as well if you choose not to redeem a gift card. Yeah. She asks if you lose your gift card, is it just lost? The answer is no. You could always go back on here and print another one. But if you lost it somewhere where someone could grab it, yeah, then that. Mm-hmm. And I know you had a question. That is not an option at this time. He asked if we could deposit it into his bank account. I believe so.
Yeah, and I can jump in on this. So we received a lot of they wanted real-time money the second that they had hit their goal to earn that money in their paycheck or in an account right away. And we had a lot of people that were retiring, or they left the university, or a spouse maybe was no longer on their health plan, and then they would lose that money. So we took that feedback and we decided to do gift cards that can be redeemed in real time, because unfortunately our payroll system at the university isn't set up to get that reward instantaneously. So you have to wait at least 2 weeks, if not longer, and that would be very time consuming with our challenges, because we would get those reward files back of everybody who had completed them. And then a lot of times people maybe had left or retired, so they wouldn't get the money that they had earned. So we decided to partner with Redbrick partially, well, a big reason was being able to do these instantaneous rewards. And what we recommend is allocating your funding. So, you know, if you were planning on spending money on something else, you could use that gift card, like say for Amazon, that really kind of carries everything to do your grocery shopping, you know, buy running shoes, buy Christmas gifts, whatever you were planning to do with that money, and then just save that extra money in your paycheck instead.
Yeah.
Would a Visa kind of gift card be available by a junior just that way they can use that money for anything?
So, okay, yeah. So her question was if we had a Visa gift card option available, and that is something that is, you know, in the pipeline. That's something that we're looking towards getting. I don't have a definitive answer right now, but just know that that is on our radar.
I just want to jump on and say that for UVA to consider that option, I think would be a good idea, because this was brought up at staff senate yesterday, and people were not really happy with this idea. A lot of people use the rewards money to pay for their gym memberships, and so having an Amazon gift card or a Best Buy gift card doesn't really accomplish that.
Mhm.
So a lot of people were using that $500 to go directly into their gym membership. So having a Visa gift card would allow people to keep doing that and putting the reward back into their wellness program, rather than feeling like they have to go buy something that they might not actually want.
Okay, that's valuable feedback, and maybe we could even work to connect with local gyms or, you know, other health options that are here, and we could get gift cards in that capacity. So that's great to hear. Thank you for that. And that's where we're trying to kind of just remind people that they can save that extra money that they were gonna put in toward a gym membership, you know, just allocate that towards something else. So, you know, maybe you spend that money on groceries or something else that was in your budget anyway that month, and then you take the extra money that you saved because you earned a gift card and put it toward a gym membership, or, you know, use that as cash. But that is good feedback.
Or maybe add some more grocery stores.
They're assuming that people will
Yeah.
shop.
Walmart's up there, right?
No.
What is that W? What's that W is the fourth one down?
Whole Foods, maybe? Where? Whole Foods. Mm-hmm.
No, Blue.
Oh, Gap.
That's a Gap. Oh, okay. What's the green?
There's Starbucks, Whole Foods.
The one above the apple.
Yeah,
Above the apple.
This is REI. REI, recreational equipment, it's like a,
Oh, okay.
kind of like a retailer.
No, but
I don't know, I would want a Visa gift card that says whatever I need. If I need to pay my electric bill because, if something happened,
right, and that's very valuable feedback, and that is something we're really looking into getting. So we'll take that back, and that's good to know.
Is that all of our options, or are there more?
I believe these are all of your options, but I will double check on that.
We heard there was a Walmart. But there's not.
Yeah, I think you're right. I do remember seeing Walmart. So we can check in on that. This might just be a screenshot of what's available, you know,
Yeah.
that they're just showing, but there should be a lot of options so that you can really pick and choose what you'd like. Mhm.
Any grocery store?
I can't say off the top of my head, but I know
There-
there's like Whole Foods, Walmart, Amazon. You can even get
Target.
your groceries through them. Target.
Mhm.
So there might be more options there too.
Were there any other questions on this? Okay.
Instead of being negative, I like.
So here we have So this is what the topics page would look like. So when I showed you the left-hand navigation bar, there was a spot where you could click topics, and these are all the different, this is a good way where you can filter to find what you want to focus on. So if you wanted to focus on, let's say, journeys, and then you wanted to focus on sleep, you could filter and click on journeys and then click on sleep. And this is just a snapshot. This page will be a lot bigger with a lot more options. But you could click on those too and find all of your, all of the ways that you can participate in an activity related to sleep. And then this is just a quick snapshot of the health assessment. So as a reminder, the health assessment is worth $100 if you complete it by November 30th, 2019. It's a quick 15-minute questionnaire. It's actually kind of fun to fill out, just asking questions about you personally and your health and you know, some other related questions. And it is really quick to complete. And then once that is finished, your portal experience will, you know, recommend certain things for you, just like other websites do. So it is really neat. And then, as I mentioned earlier, completing the annual wellness check or your annual physical is worth $200. If you've completed it between August 1st, 2018 and November 30th, 2019, you would go on the site and you would record this. And so we ask that you record your clinic name, your city and state, zip code, phone number, your physician's name, and then the date that you actually completed that physical. And then you would submit that and earn your dollars. Nope, so she asked if you're gonna have to enter any of your like personal information, like your weight or your blood pressure, or anything like that, and the answer is no. Between August 1st, 2018 and November 30th, 2019. And yep, yep. You don't have to do anything in order. It's just a recommendation to complete the health assessment first or the annual wellness check first. And
I'm sorry, I missed something. The health assessment, what exactly is that?
it's a 15-minute questionnaire to kind of assess where you're at and what you might want to focus on.
And you can opt out of any of the questions?
Yes, you can skip questions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she asked if you can skip questions in the health assessment, and the answer is yes. And then this is a closer look at journeys. So journeys are worth $50 for each completion. And like I said, there are many different topics when it comes to journeys. So if you wanted to focus on nutrition or emotional health or, you know, learn how to save money better, there are many, many journeys you can choose from. And so they're kind of like digital coaching is what I would like to call them.
But no matter how many you do, you only get $50 for one. Is that right?
You get $50 per one completion of a journey, up to $200 a year. So you could complete 4 journeys.
But you have to do 4 different times based on what you have.
No, that's just a recommendation.
So you can do anything.
Yep. If you like were really focused,
All one nutrition.
yeah, if you were focused, you know, strictly on nutrition, you know, one year that was your goal and you really wanted to focus on nutrition, you could complete 4 nutrition journeys to earn your dollars.
And the most you'll earn is 500 though. You have a max, right? Is that right?
Yep, you have a max of $500 a year in total, but you do have a $200 cap on your journeys.
So we don't have to do all of this to earn $500.
Nope. we try to leave you with choice. We know people like choice. Yeah. Yeah, so she was curious if you had to complete every single activity offered to earn the 500, or if you could kind of mix and match, or if you wanted to do, more journeys and not participate in, one challenge. That is an option. We like to leave you with choice. And so Paige is going to tell you about track.
Yeah, so we have a few other opportunities that are related to your health behaviors that are on the portal, and track is one of them. And it's super great because it allows you to track a lot of different healthy behaviors, so you can use it sort of as a personal tool if you ever use like a Fitbit or MyFitnessPal, applications like that. You can track anything from, how many fruits and vegetables you're eating a day. You can track your physical activity, and it breaks it out so you can track things from cross-country skiing to running on a treadmill. You can also track time with friends and family, so you can really focus on what you want to focus on, and it's kind of a little health journal for yourself. And it's all on your portal, so you can always go back and look at it and see where you're at, see where you've been in the past and where you want to get to the future. So it's a really great tool. Any questions on track? So track is not going to be a rewardable activity, but you will use it for the challenges that we'll talk about in, I think it's the next slide. Good question. It's a tool. Yeah, it's a tool for you to use basically any way you want it. So if you are focused on a goal of eating a healthy breakfast every day, you could go in on Monday and track and write down what you ate for breakfast that day and kind of keep yourself accountable. I love it. I think it's great. And you can also sync any devices that you'll see on a few slides as well. So we also have challenges, and this is kind of where that track tool comes in. Look out in March because there will be a challenge that you can do with the cohort. And it's actually, you would end up doing 30 minutes of activity a day for 30 days, and you would track that through Track. And you can earn $50 for that challenge, and I believe we'll be doing 2 challenges over the course of the year. And that is all on a dashboard within the portal as well. And you can create teams, so you can make it kind of fun and choose a team name. And it's just a good way to get people engaged with each other on the portal.
And this will all be communicated at a later date. So there's no need to memorize any of this now. You'll be reminded and communicated on what to do and how to earn your dollars. So more details are going to be announced.
Sorry to keep jumping in from the corner over here, but to piggyback off of that, this week you'll actually be receiving a communication in the mail from Whoswell and Red Brick, and it's going to have all of the details that we're covering today with some of those dates, as well as some of the frequently asked questions or things that you might be, talking about today. So we'll have a lot more detail coming out. And then starting in January, we're going to have a suite of communications coming out to kind of help guide you along. So to Anna's point, you don't need to furiously write down notes right now. Just kind of take it in, and we'll definitely be sure to communicate with everybody with those details.
I have a question for you. So you were talking about flexibility and choice and about reviewing what for you for these rewards. Is this one of the pieces of feedback you got on? Because previously you had to do the fitness challenges in order to get the rewards.
Yes.
Is that why?
That's a great question. So the question was, did we receive feedback that people wanted more choice, that we're emphasizing choice in your health and making your personal wellness journey unique to you? So yes, this was a big indicator of why we decided to partner with Red Brick, because they offered so much choice. So we realized that these fitness challenges weren't the only important thing to people. It's not always about step counting or counting your activity. Some people might want to focus on financial savings or putting their child through college, or somebody might want to get better sleep or eat better. So Red Brick is really wonderful in offering a lot of variation in what's important to you and picking that specific journey. And to kind of piggyback off of that, I did have a question from Raven, and I know you ladies are probably headed this way, but she was asking roughly how long do journeys take to complete, if you could just kind of speak to what a journey looks like.
Yeah, so As I mentioned earlier, journeys are actually composed of stages. So, for instance, let's say a nutritional journey has 4 stages. Within those stages, there are smaller steps. So, depending on what challenge you choose, there are, it takes a different amount of time to complete each journey. I would say, anywhere between 4 weeks to 8 weeks. And it really, really ranges depending on the journey. But the goal is to, keep you coming back in and keeping you accountable for, the steps that they might recommend. So for nutrition, it might, if you don't eat breakfast, it might tell you, try eating breakfast, every 3 days this week. And then you would go in and you would click that you either, ate the breakfast or you didn't. And so it's just a nice tool to keep you accountable, but they do really range in the amount of time that it takes to complete.
Will you be able to view the journey before selecting the journey?
Oh,
You know more about the journey before you select.
oh, yes. Yeah, her question was if you can learn more about the journey before you actually select to go and complete the journey. They have, there will be like a nice paragraph to let you know what that journey is about. And then you can either choose to participate or not.
Yeah, it's very flexible. And one other thing with journeys is you can choose to get notifications as well. So if you're doing, say, like a stress relief journey, you could choose to get a notification every morning that tells you to remember to stress less, or, another tip, I guess, for reducing your stress. So that's how it kind of helps keep you accountable, which is really nice, because if you're running around all day and you're super busy and you need that reminder, it's really great. Were there any other questions? Yeah.
Sorry, and we're getting a lot coming in through the feed. So not to jump back to challenges, but Debbie is asking, does the challenge have to be 30 consecutive days? And then for the fitness challenge, can you self-track, or did you need to have a Fitbit or something linked up in order to do that?
So the first question was if you have to track 30 consecutive days to earn that $50, and the answer is no. Each challenge is about 60 days, and so you just have to make sure you track 30 days out of the 60 for 30 minutes each time you track. And what was the second?
The second question was, do you need to have a Fitbit or an activity tracker in order to participate?
So you do not have to have an activity tracker in order to participate. So if you don't have a Fitbit or a Garmin, that's no problem. You can go in and physically track your steps. And we will have a mobile app, and that information will be shared at a later date. But the mobile app makes it really, really convenient to track if you do have a smartphone. And it can be done over the computer as well, but it does make it convenient. Yeah, question?
Hi, I'm sorry, I might have asked that a little bit. So they can either do these challenges and get rewarded with $50, or they can just go through 4 different modules to get $50 for each module. They would proceed with reading modules and then actually doing some sort of challenge.
Yes, that is true. So, so you have the $500 that you can earn each year. The health assessment is worth $100. The annual wellness check is worth $200. And then you can mix and match with the journeys or the challenges to earn your remaining $200. Yeah.
Okay. So kind of like I mentioned before, it's really easy to sync any sort of device that you have. So if you have like a Fitbit, we'll just go onto your portal or your app, and then you can actually sign into your personal account there, and it should sync. So if you were wanting to track your physical activity every day, that should automatically populate. And these are all the devices that you can use. Otherwise, like Anna said, you can go in and manually do it as well. Any questions on that? No? Okay.
And so here, these are the healthy activities, and it just kind of breaks it out. This is what we've been talking about already, but what does the $500 actually look like? And this is what you'll see on your rewards page. So you'll see the health assessment worth $100, the annual wellness check worth $200, and you'll be able to see what you've earned, what's available, what's coming soon. So you'll see under the physical activities, participate in the Get Up and Go challenge. I know this is kind of blurry and hard to read, but this just kind of gives you an idea of what that rewards page will look like.
And then we just put together a few tips for your personal success. Bookmarking the URL is always a good idea just to make it easy for you to go back in the portal. And you'll receive that later on once your program actually starts. And then including your phone number and email address is great just in case we need to send out any sort of communication, or if you need to get a hold of us, it's a good way just to make sure that, we're helping you to get where you want to be. Monitoring your progress, so we really want to encourage you to go into the portal pretty frequently to really see where you're getting and where you want to be. It will work in other browsers, but we find that Chrome is just the quickest and it usually doesn't pose any problems. So if you are going to use it on your computer, we recommend you use Chrome. And kind of like we mentioned before, we do have a mobile app, and that just makes things really easy. And you'll also get communications about that and how to get into your mobile app around the program start date. Any questions? Great.
And then, so just to kind of walk through everything that we discussed. So once you get started in January, you will have to register. And so you'll receive instructions on how to register and how that all works. But that would be your first step. Second step, and like I said, you can mix and match these, but we recommend completing the health assessment. It's just kind of a nice place to start. Reminds you of what you might want to work on for the year. And then schedule and complete your wellness check, or if you've already completed your wellness check since August 1st, 2018, you can go in and record that and you will receive credit for that. And then the next step would just be to explore the healthy activities. There's a lot of things on the portal to help you, maintain and improve your health. And so as a reminder, it's $500 per employee on the UVA health plan, and then also $500 per spouse on the UVA health plan. So that's a total of $1,000 in rewards. And any questions about anything that we discussed today? Yeah. Yes, that is true. So her question was, and Erin, if you want to take it too, you might have a better background.
I feel like I keep jumping in. So, yes, so in the past, traditionally, Who's Well has done biometric screenings, as you recall, where you'd go and you'd see somebody right on site here at UVA, or you could send in your physical from your doctor. So it was interchangeable. We also got a lot of feedback that caused some stress, or people were feeling rushed to get their screening here on grounds. So we want to make it easier, and what we're doing is we're allowing you to send in your physical exam or your wellness check with your primary care provider, your doctor, your physician, and that will serve as completing that step of the challenge. And really, we want you to be having that communication and that relationship with your provider, because that will really help you meet the goals that you're setting for yourself. It will be personalized. Nobody knows you better than your physician. So the goal is to have a real relationship there and to be able to send that in to get the reward instead of doing those biometric screenings. Good question.
Any other questions? Anything in the chat?
Let's see. Just what was included in the wellness check.
Okay.
So Deb is asking what's required in the wellness check. We're going to have a form online. It's a self-attest form, actually. So I don't know if you all might be able to speak to what that looks like.
Yeah.
But
But it's just getting your physical with your doctor, and we'll have all of that available here in the portal. And I'll turn it back over to Anna to answer that.
Yeah, so the question is what you'll have to fill out in order to record your wellness check. And so you'll see here, you'll have to fill out the clinic that you went to, the city and state, the zip code, the phone number, the physician's name, and then the date that you actually completed that annual physical exam.
Do you all share any of this information with their insurance?
Aaron,
I'm
the
sorry. What was the question?
the question was if we share any of this information with Aetna, and I'll let you take that.
So it's just like what we've done in the past with Active Health, which is we take aggregate information. So we don't look at anybody's specific information. So we're not saying Judy Dalton, what are your details? We want to know how you're doing and if you're healthy and keeping up with your goals. We take this feedback to help us assess where there's gaps in our programming and what we can offer our employee population. Like if we're seeing higher obesity numbers or higher cholesterol, maybe we realize, okay, we need to do some stress management programs, some nutrition and physical fitness. So that's how we kind of assess it. But everything that you enter in here is private and secure. So we take that very seriously. We know that we've been a long time running here with Who's Well, and we are building a program based on trust. So these numbers and this information that you enter is completely private, and it's secured, and we make sure that we partner with only those that can keep it private. So Red Brick, we're confident, is able to do that. So that's why we've partnered with them. You're welcome.
Right. Oh, yep, one more.
On the wellness check or the wellness exam,
Mm-hmm.
if you recently went to the doctor but not for a wellness exam, but they kind of did one, or you're not calling it that, they did blood work instead, is that usable?
So, like if it were for, like just an example, like a mammogram or like an eye check or something like that? Is that what you're asking? No?
You went in and you weren't feeling quite well, and
Okay.
they did blood work on you. Is that part, can you use that as a wellness exam?
We would encourage you to, have the full wellness exam where they go through, absolutely everything, like the annual physical check that everyone's supposed to have every year. But if they completed, those activities at a recent doctor's visit, then you could probably consider that an annual physical. Yeah.
I'll just piggyback off that really quickly. So UVA is part of the UVA health plan, regardless of if you're enrolled in choice, value, or basic. You get one preventative annual exam every year, and that includes anybody enrolled on your health plan. So that's what this is. It's completely free. It's covered at 100%. So this should be a free visit for you. And when you call your primary care provider to make that appointment, please just say you're going in for your wellness check or your covered annual exam through UVA. That just helps with billing and coding to make sure that you're not getting billed for something that you shouldn't have gotten billed for. But if you went in and maybe you weren't feeling well, that's going to be considered a sick visit to your doctor's office. But if they've done some of this, you might be able to go ahead and kind of pair the two and complete this step of the challenge as well to get the wellness check or this step of the program.
If they've already done the blood work, they wouldn't redo the blood work, would they just do like the other exam?
Exactly. Yep, that's exactly right. And you just want to make sure to tell your doctor that this is my covered preventive exam through UVA so that you're not billed. Yeah, good question.
Yeah.
When you entered the wellness check, you guys checked that or that all option? If they said they went and did all that, are you guys checked with that clinic or is it they put it in and then we take it?
So UVA does, and we do have a note here at the bottom where you'll see, yes, I confirm I completed my annual wellness visit. And then at the bottom, it does say, UVA does reserve the right to audit these responses. And so, we trust that people will be truthful for that.
Do you mind repeating that question in the microphone?
Yeah. So the question is if we go and we actually check with each, doctor? And the answer is, no, we don't check that, but we do have a note at the bottom of the page on the portal that does state UVA has the right to verify these responses by audit. All right, I don't think there's any other questions. Thank you all for your time today.